So this is my 2015 Dyna Street Bob. Had the side mounted plate and the bullet style tail lights, and I'm replacing the side mount for a back fender license plate holder, and also going to have the tail lights relocated. So we start off, we got the seat off and the screws out of the side of the fender. Okay, so it's best if you jack the bike up so the tire hangs down a little bit, because the inside of these bolts here, I don't know if you can see it, but the inside of the bolts here are very hard to get out because they get stuck on the tire here in the grooves and everything else. So if you jack the bike up, it's easier to pull the screws out of here. They're on the inside, and you need to pull them out and replace them with the kit. Comes with all the hardware. So what we do is we pull those out, and you also have to pull out the inside of the fender and get this piece out. And the reason why is because the kit has bolts that are bigger than the holes that come with the standard bike. So you're going to have to replace those and put this back on too. Now once we pull this part out here, it's pretty easy to do. You just pull it out and you put this piece here. This is the kit that comes with the license plate relocation. It's mounted by the screw up here and by the inside. I'm not sure if I can get a shot of the inside of the bike or if you can even see that, but this is actually kind of holding, this piece here is actually kind of holding this in place. So you get this out, and this thing here, this little black piece, holds the wires inside of the fender. So all you do is you just pop it off. It's just a snap-on kind of thing, and it's kind of hard to do one-handed. I'm holding the phone, but you snap it off and you just put it on the new part, and then the new part goes inside of the fender. I work outside, so it's kind of noisy, but either way, you just pop that inside, and we're going to put the bolts back into the holes that they need to go into. Once you get the part snapped back into the inside of the fender, you're going to take the kit comes with all the hardware. You're going to take the new bolts from the kit along with this piece here, and all you do is you put it together like normal. Pretty simple stuff, and you just insert it into the hole. Now the back's going to be a little bit more tricky here because well, that's a whole different thing. You're going to have to rewire your bullet style. Now what I'm actually doing is installing a Sissy Bar for the bike, and everything has to be rewired. You have to, I had a side mounted plate, so you have to move it to the back. You also have to take your bullet style tail lights and you have to rewire. It's pretty easy. It's just 3 wires, 2 on the inside, 3 on the inside, but 2 are on the very inside, and 1's a ground. So you just snap those off and rewire everything, and you run the wires through this piece here. As you can see, it's going right through it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right to the back hole, and of course you're going to torque it down to the specifications given, and also you're going to put a little bit of Loctite on it, the blue colored Loctite. So it's pretty simple and pretty standard. Or it's pretty simple and standard. I'm doing videos in sections here in case this doesn't make any sense. I apologize, but all you do is when you get done rewiring your tail light, it runs through the hole on the top. Don't forget your lock washer. You also go through this. Everything gets weeded through all the little holes here. I haven't heat shrinked anything yet. I still have to do that, but I just wanted to see how this was going to work first. But we're just going to push this in here, and we're going to tighten it up, position the light to where it needs to be once we tighten everything down. And this is going to run actually underneath here. It's going to come out right through here, and we're gonna hook it up over here. I still have to I still have to put on the connector. I just left bare wire right now, but there's connectors that you can snip off of your old wires and connect them to the new wires. Okay, so it's pretty easy so far, and I'm just doing one side so we can see how it looks before we do the other side. And I recommend you do that, because if you don't, your entire fender is going to fall off. So do one side first and then go around and do the other side. About it. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Everything is put together and run through. Of course, again, you use the specified torques. You use the Loctite blue. The license plate was on the side. It's now in the back. The rest for me is just to heat shrink the wire here and connect the connector. I got the old wire here along with the new wire. The kit does come with these ends here, and as I said, you connect them to this kind of connector. You can get that off of your old wire, just clip it off and splice into the new ones, or just rebuild it all. The kit comes with everything, so it's not so bad. It does seem tricky. The kit does make things seem a little more complicated than what they are, but that's about it. If there's any questions, I guess I'm not a professional mechanic. This is just my way of doing things, so you can inbox me or just leave me a comment, and I'll try to help you out if I can. Thank you.